Dan Larsson here for ADSR. Today I would like to teach you how to make a very cool electric guitar kind of synth in Operator, and we are not going to use anything else but native effects. So in context, this is how it sounds. So this is from my previously released song, Move Your Body, and Vuxum is the artist name. I am Vuxum basically. And the sound on itself sounds something like this. So it's a pretty nice little synth, and there are several tricks in this preset, in this sound, what I will show you. You will find very exciting. Now let's hop into it. And first I want to make an instrument track because this sound contains two instances of Operator, and the first one is the body of the sound basically, and I used another layer to just fatten up the low end. So let's drop an Operator. Where are you, Operator? Okay, and what I want to do here is to build up a very simple patch. The first oscillator should be a saw, the second should be a simple sine, but I added another harmonic on the 43rd harmonic, something like this. Let's modulate Operator E with B, and another should be a noise looped. Let's crank it up to about -25, -26. And as you can see, we have this MIDI here, what I already prepared. So we can test the sound on itself now. It's like nothing like the original sound what I want to make. Let's pull back the filter and make it pluck basically. Push up the envelope to make it pluck. You know, open the sound on every transient. Okay, what I want to do here is add some stereo width and some pitch on the start of the sound, on the transient, because the sound needs some clickiness, you know, like real guitars. When you play the strings on your guitar, it also has that noisy, clicky kind of noise, so let's mimic that using a pitch envelope by just doing this. We don't need too much decay. So something like this should be fine. Okay, the sound now is a little dull, so we're going to step forward and edit it. But before, we need to filter out the low end, which we will replace with another layer. But if I apply distortion on this sound without filtering the low end, we will get in trouble. So this is why I want to cut out the very lows. The next step is a high pass filter, because, you know, I'm going to replace the low end with another layer, with another Operator, but I want to distort my sound because right now it sounds a little dull. But if I leave too much low end, the distortion will get a little crazy, what I don't want. So let's filter out the very lows at around 200 Hz, that will be fine. I want to apply another EQ. To make sure everything is really chopped. No. Okay, and right now I want to apply an overdrive. So this will make our sound a little cleaner. Okay, we are getting closer. This is a really nice sound, but let's add another effect like the flanger. But right now not in the group, because I'm going to apply the flanger on the whole sound, so not only the body, not only this instance of Operator, but to the layer what I'm going to add a little later. So let's drop this flanger. We don't need any movement on the sound. So just what I want to do here is find a sweet spot which will sound like add some little metallic tone to it. And the phaser. Okay, this is cool. What I want to do next is I want to separate the spectrum into two bands. So let's drop this audio effect rack, and I use 3 multiband dynamics plugins to separate the top, the middle and the bottom bands. So I don't want to do too much on the bottom and the top, only in the middle. And in the middle I want to add another audio effect rack. And this is going to be a little tricky. So I want to use 2 chains. The first one should be on the right, the second one on the left. So the idea behind this is to somehow make some difference on the right and the left channel. And the best way I found is to use a frequency shifter on the right and the left channel too. So this is going to be the left one. This is going to be the right one. I don't want to touch anything on the frequency shifter on the left channel, but on the right I want to push up at around 400 Hertz. 440. So right now our sound sounds something like this. To make sure that it sounds a little wider, I want to add a simple delay before this rack, you know, the frequency shifter split rack, and I don't want to synchronize to the beats. Push the driver knob to the maximum because we don't want any dry signal going out, and just, you know what, around 15 milliseconds should be cool. Well, either on the right or left channel, so this way create a very nice stereo, well, fake stereo sound. So what I want to do next is make a little more distortion on the sound, and the amp plugin is a pretty cool stuff to play around with it, with some slight distortion. So let's pick a preset which is called bass roundup and drop it after the rack. And right now this definitely adds some more nice character to the sound. Okay, right now we can still make some little tweaks here and there to make the sound a little cleaner, especially on the split. So as you can see, I made 2 macros to control the frequency splitter on the multiband dynamics on every chain and on every band. So what I want to do is push up the top split to about 7,000 Hertz. Oops, 7,000 Hertz. And the bottom split to about 400 Hertz. So what it does, it will widen the middle range. So we're going to, so we get a little wider and little cleaner sound. Okay, and the next step is let's pull back the driver knob on the flanger because it is a little too much. I mean, the metallic tone is a little too much now. And it's a very nice sound. The last step is to get rid of the very lows by using an EQ8, so let's chop off using a 4x high pass fader. Okay, and for the last step, let's make another chain. Create another chain, drop an operator, and you know, just make some little lows, a little different lows to the sound by adjusting the envelope to make it really short. you can use up this sound on every kind of style, especially future bass, you know, the Chainsmokers kind of stuff. And if you're into this music, I think this sound is very helpful. I hope you enjoyed this and see you the next time, guys. Bye bye.